Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is, he just don't want you, that's all. The scripture comes from Acts 7 and 10. And delivered him out of all his tribulations, and gave him favor and wisdom before Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. And he set him governor over Egypt and all his house. So God said for somebody, you are in this bad relationship. Like, this is a toxic, God said, toxic relationship. This person is mistreating you. They are mishandling you. You don't understand why they treating you like this. You don't understand why they don't want to call you back. They don't text you back. They don't take you nowhere. They don't spend no time with you. You are feeling as if, like, I feel like this is a woman in a position of chasing after a man. God said he don't want you. Okay? And it's not because you ugly. It's not because there's something wrong with your body. It's not because, you know what I'm saying, they just don't want you. When somebody wants you, they gonna show it. Somebody that wants you gonna call you. Somebody that wants you gonna put out effort to see you, spend time with you. It's not gonna be a situation where you gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, just feeling like you by yourself all the time. God said this person, they just don't want you. And for what reason and why? You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like this is like, see, I like, and it's not a situation. It's different if somebody is busy. It's different if somebody got to work. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it is actually work. And you know what I'm saying? If you with somebody that work all the time, obviously they're not going to have a lot of time to just sit on the phone with you all the time. But just to be real, if somebody really wants you and they really want to spend time with you, they really want to get to know you, they gonna make time for you. They gonna put forth effort to see you. They gonna put forth effort to be around you. They gonna put forth effort because they want to, because they're interested in you. That's what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like for whoever this is for, God is saying this person is not putting forth an effort because they don't want to. But the good part about this message is that don't mean that you ain't gonna have nobody, because God said the person that is for you, they gonna sit you up. Like, you feel like you are, I just feel like this is somebody you feel like you're being treated like a prisoner. You're being treated like something is wrong with you. Just the way Joseph's brothers was treating him. Maybe you with somebody that is kind of jealous of you or intimidated by you or something like that, and they are making you feel as if you are like the gum under their shoe. God said the person that he have for you is gonna put you up. You gonna be in charge of the house. You go, like, this is somebody that's gonna give you some kind of power, because the scripture says this is somebody that is going to deliver you out of your tribulations, of all your tribulations, not just some of them. This is somebody, you know what I'm saying, you got car problems, they got car problems. They finna figure out what's going on. You need a place to stay, that means they need a place. They finna figure out what's going on. This is someone that's gonna solve all of this. And I'm just being reminded, you know what I'm saying? Like, and me being somebody, I know what it's like to be with a good man. You know what I'm saying? I know what it's like to be with I know what a good man is like. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just thinking about when I first, God was reminding me of this yesterday too. When I graduated, I got engaged. When I graduated high school, I was supposed to go to Prairie View University for nursing, but you know, my mom got upset with me because she didn't like me partying and being in a party group. She was upset about that, and I ended up moving out to move in with my sister, and she was upset about that. At the time I was 18, so I kind of felt some kind of way, because I was like, I am an adult at this point, and if I decide that I want to go out and celebrate graduating high school, gosh darn it, that's what I want to do. something else over there. Something else. Huh? This one right here. Okay, so but anyways, that's what I was on. That's what I was on. I was like, man, I ain't got time for this. Man. I graduated. It's official. Okay, it's official. I'm walking across the stage. I'm finna celebrate it. And you know what? I've said this before, I'm kind of glad that I did that. And, it's no shame. I love my mama, you know what I'm saying, to bits and pieces. But that's something that I can't go back and do that. You know what I'm saying? I cannot, just wake up one day and say, you know what, I would celebrate graduating high school. Like, what? That was, 15 years ago? Girl, bye. I'm glad I did celebrate. I'm glad I did go out. I'm glad that I got that experience, because that is something that time, I cannot get that back. I can't go back and do that again. And I'm glad that I was able to experience that. Long story short, I end up, meeting this guy, fell in love. And baby, what I say, swoop me up off my feet, move me in, help me get a car, help me, go to school, help me to do so much, you know what I'm saying? And the only, the problem we had is he was from somewhere else. I moved there for a little while, but I didn't like it. I wanted to stay where my family is at, where my roots is at in Houston, and that ended our relationship. But you know what I'm saying? I from that experience, I just feel like for somebody, you gonna get that. Like, it's gonna be somebody, they gonna sweep you up off your feet. They gonna treat you right the way men are supposed to. It's a lot of men today, they doing a poor job of being a man, doing a poor job of talking about what manhood is. I'm sick and tired of them getting on these podcasts with their little microphones and talking about simp this and simp that. They are basically downplaying what men are actually supposed to do. That's what a man is supposed to do. A man is a protector and a provider. That's what a man is supposed to do. There's nothing wrong with a man, sweeping the woman that he falls in love with off of her feet. Obviously, I'm not saying that he should be sweeping somebody else's woman off of her feet, because that is adultery. However, when a man, a situation like what I was talking about, I was staying with my mom, 18, just graduated, that's what men are supposed to do when they want to marry someone. You know what I'm saying? He went and got me a ring, proposed, I ain't have to tell him this. I didn't have to hold his hand and tell him what he was supposed to do. I didn't have to convince him that he had to stop talking to other people. I didn't have to sweet talk him into asking me to move in. I didn't have to beg him to take me to go get my driver's license. I didn't have to beg him to take me to and from the school for me to get my CNA certificate. I didn't have to do none of this. God said that's the way it's supposed to be. It should be a situation where you gotta sweet talk somebody into doing what they supposed to do naturally. If you gotta sweet talk a man into doing what he's supposed to do naturally, it's a problem. It's a problem. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. I just feel like if a man, if he don't want to do it, he don't want to do it. You can't make him do it. You can't force him to do it. It's though like you can't fight him about it. None of that. Just like, and that's just what it is. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's the message. I just feel like God is saying for somebody, the person that you are with, the person you dealing with, the person that it's just that they don't want you specifically. It's not that they can't do, it's not that this person is, how do I say it, incapable of doing what men are supposed to do. They not doing that for you because they don't want to. They're not doing that for you because you're not who they want. And it's not because you ugly. It's not because you unattractive. It's not because you too old. Because baby, I have please, okay? It's women in their 50s, 60s, 70s getting swept up off their feet. So I'm not trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So don't feel like you too old. Don't feel like it's because you ugly. It don't be that you out of shape, baby, because the big girls get chose to. God said it's a situation where this person is not sweeping you up off your feet because they don't want to sweep you up off your feet. They not chasing after you because they don't want to chase after you. They're not actively trying to push the relationship further because they don't want to push the relationship further. And that's what it is. But the person they gonna have for you is gonna sweep you up off your feet. They gonna go the whole, you know what I'm saying? Like, your problems is they problems. That's what a man do when a man is actually interested in a woman. That's what he's supposed. He gonna do what he's supposed to do. But for whoever this is for, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like God is saying, let it go. Okay? Let it go. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to let it go. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? You go find somebody else. Or somebody else is gonna find you, and they probably gonna shock you. Because that's just like with this guy, the person that I described shocked me. I wasn't even looking for nobody. I met him, and I think I was walking up Fundry. I was going to the little shops that used to be on Fundry. Some of them still there, but most of them gone. I walked up to baby, a whole different time. I walked, okay, from Braeswood all the way down to what is that, West Belford. I walked all the way down there and was just shopping. Went to the little shoe store, went to the clothing store, just buying stuff so I could be cute. But when I go out, you know what I'm saying, I had my little graduation, the money from my graduation party, and I went shopping. And I ran into one of my friends. She stayed around the corner. She was like, come with me, Star. You can come to my house. So I come to her house. Her boyfriend ended up calling her, which I think they still together today. They mess around and are still together today. But anyways, like that's beside the point. Anyways, and they had to go and do something. I think they had to repo a car or something like that. And he came to pick her up. She told me to come with them. We all sit in the car, and I ended up meeting him like that. That's how I met him. I wasn't out at a club, and that's crazy because that was at a moment where I was partying all the time. I wasn't expecting to meet any. I wasn't even expecting to meet my friend that day, let alone to meet a man that day. And I'm just saying this to say, for somebody, God work in mysterious ways, and it may shock you. And you know what I'm saying? I like, even when it comes down to that relationship, even though it wasn't a permanent source in my life, I feel like God placed him in my life so that I would know what a real man do, what real men are like, what it's like to be with somebody that truly loves you and truly has interest in you. Because today's times right now, some of these men will make you think that it's okay for them to call you whenever they feel like it, and that's a relationship. It's okay for them to put forth zero effort and you to be doing everything. And it's okay for them to, you know what I'm saying, to never put forth effort to move forward with you and never make it official and say that you theirs, and to never. And I just feel like for whoever needs to hear this, even the person, even if you are dating somebody that's acting like that, they acting like they don't do that, and they don't do this, and they don't do that. They just not doing it for you. Because if you let them talk, they will tell you about women that they have done it for. They just don't want to do it for you. And that's okay. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? They can't just drag you along. You know what I'm saying? And you may have to talk about it. Anyways, that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.